Good day, mates, or should I say good evening? You know, I'm walking down the street and I'm thinking to myself, Maricador, Caloundra, Katoomba, Bendigo, and you know, all types of different names. And what made me think about that is, you know, here I am in Glenelg. Glenelg is Glenelg is a town that can be a little noisy at times, as you just heard. And I'm picking up my backpack right here, and I'm going to take you on a walk and talk down the main street here of Glenelg on a well, it's a rather cool summer evening. And I thought, you know, I'm going to try to share a little bit of the main street, which I think is called Jetty Street. And this is the street where if you wanted to catch yourself a tram, you would catch yourself a tram right on this street. In fact, I'm almost standing on the well, there you go. You see, there's your tram, and those trams go up and down this street, taking you to well, you can get on the tram and go to Adelaide, which is only about a 15-minute ride. And there's quite a bit of traffic here. So I got into Glenelg. Well, let me turn the camera around, okay? I'll turn the camera around for you, and do my walk and talk right down the main street. And I'm hoping that I can catch a sunset for you. You know, I've been on the other side of Australia for much of the last several weeks, if not few months, and I've been watching sunrises come up over the Pacific. Well, now I find myself down, I guess it would be at the southern tip of Australia, and here I'm gonna see sunsets as opposed to the sunrises that I've been watching. Here is St. Andrew's Church. Look at this. I'd heard that Adelaide has no shortage of churches, and this is St. Andrew's by the sea right here. But Glenelg is it's a nice little town. It's made a favorable first impression on me, and there's quite a mix of people and different types of little stores and restaurants and coffee houses that you'll see. And it's probably a little bit less busy as I'm walking here at, oh, it's just going on about 8 o'clock, and the sun will be going down at 8:30. So I'm trying to be conscientious of the traffic and still give you a good perspective of what this town is like. I had actually decided that I would come and stay in Glenelg as opposed to going and staying in Adelaide for the better part of the week that I'm going to be down here. And I thought to do so because this is probably a little bit more to my liking, a little bit slower paced, maybe a little bit more scenic. And I can always jump on the tram and head down to or head up to, I think it is, head up to or head into Adelaide. Head into Adelaide might be a better way of saying it. But it's got a nice little vibe to it. It's a beach town. This would be a vacation town, I would imagine. And unlike the humidity that I've been struggling with up in Queensland for the last few weeks, if not New South Wales as well, it's actually a little bit well, it's a lot cooler here. And you see, here comes this tram right up the street, saying not in service. But there you can get your tram. And on a lot of the buildings here, you're going to actually see these murals right up here. So I've seen several of these murals, and that's the kind of graffiti that you want to see on the side of a building. Now here is a place that I'm all too familiar with, Gelatissimo, and that is that's a spot that that's a spot that I've been going up in Toowoomba to. That's I guess they're all through Australia. You can see there's no shortage of folks waiting for their sweets here on a summer night. You can get everything here from Thai food to Indian food. This is always good, you know. Come and get yourself some Indian food. No shortage of Indian restaurants here in Australia. You see a lot of Indian restaurants and a lot of Thai restaurants as well. Here's a catchy name for a restaurant, Lord of the Fries, taken after Lord of the Flies, the book. So it's not a very big town, Glenelg. You can pretty much walk from one side of the town to the other in 10 or 15 minutes, I would imagine. But it is rather nice. Somebody honking their horn trying to get my attention. There's another place that you'll see all across Australia, the Hogs Steakhouse, right there. So this, my friends, is Glenelg, Australia. Quite a contrast to where I've been staying the last month, between staying in Tamworth and staying in Toowoomba, I should say. As I don't think I included Toowoomba in my introduction to this video. But I'm just coming across now over here to this area here, which is just rather nice. This is the beach area right here. See, you can, it's a nice place to have yourself a coffee. Very nice. What's on at the bay? They've got the Ferris wheel until the 8th of March, and we're gonna have Sunset Market. Sunset Market's January 24th. But look how nice this place is. And sun will be going down here shortly. Very, very nice. Boy, I have seen more than my share of Australia here in the last 11 months, going on a year. And I gotta tell you, the expression that time flies has never been more true. It seems like just yesterday I was landing into Airlie Beach and staying at a beautiful condo up there in Airlie Beach, and going to the Whitsundays. And here I am now at the complete opposite. This is actually the city of Holdfast Bay right there, you can see. And here's their town hall right there. Sun will be going down. I can imagine that I'm going to be getting some pretty spectacular sunsets. Hoping that I'll be able to share it with you. There's a nice place here where looks like called the Grand Bar. Oh, you can get beachside brekkie here every day. Oh, looks fantastic. You can see there's a lot of cyclists here in Adelaide. Very nice. Boy, what a great decision it was. Come on down here to South Australia. Just wasn't sure if I was actually going to be able to get in or not. As you look at the Ferris wheel right there. You can see people have got they've got their hoodies on and their jackets. It actually gets a little chilly here, and I would imagine that it is a lot chillier in the winter. Look at this here. Here at Holdfast Bay landed the pioneer settlers, and Governor Hindmarsh announced the establishment of the government on December 28, 1836. Oh, fantastic. Look at this. I'm tempted to go up on the Ferris wheel. Maybe I'll save that for another evening. Oh, really nice. Take you for a little walk. Just down here. I was actually looking and thinking about getting my drone up in the air, but having looked at the website that would indicate whether or not you can do that, it's actually a rather big no-no because of the proximity to the airport. So there is no flying drones in this area here. There's a little thing there, the little box there that says sand is the new snow. Right there. I'd imagine that's a rather nice hotel. Right there on the waterfront. These guys are, looks like they're playing with an American football, or maybe that's, no, I think that is. I think that's the first American. I think that's an American football. Sure it is. That's the first American football I've seen. Down here, so you see, Aussies do play football. And I think those guys are talking in Italian, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this is really nice. Here's a couple that's got a blanket with some wine. Probably some cheese and crackers as well, I would imagine. Oh, this is just beautiful. It really is. And there's the jetty, which I could probably find my way out to. Maybe catch the sunset from out on the jetty. I've yet to put my toes in the sand here in South Australia, but this evening might be a nice time to do it. And I don't know, I have not seen too many people in the water here, interestingly enough. There's not been a lot of people in the water. And I would imagine because it's probably pretty cold. The air temperature certainly is cold. And if the air temperature is cold, I can imagine what it would be like getting out of the water. Look at that view. Beautiful, just beautiful. Actually tempted to walk down to the water. take off my sandals in doing so. Look at this sand. Oh boy, that sand. Oh, that sand is wonderful. That sand feels really good. Look at this. Boy, if you want to reach the beach, this is definitely a wonderful place to do it. Glenelg, South Australia. I'm sure there's a gentleman named Mark up in Michigan who's probably going to put that on his bucket list. Now, I don't know what this. There's a rather brave woman. Oh, she must be freezing. She must be freezing. You must be freezing. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow. We are going to see a beautiful sunset. Probably the better part of about 10 or 15 minutes away. Here's a beautiful dog right here. Out for an evening walk. Oh folks, this is nice. This is really, really nice. Here's the Moseley Beach Club. You come and have yourself a drink and just sit and watch the sun go down. Wow, fantastic! Just up ahead, there's some people playing volleyball in the sand right by the water park. I actually came this is where I got off the bus, just on the other side of that life-saving club. So all right, see if I can't go work my way around over to the back to the wharf and take you out for the sunset. I found my way back up from the beach, and you know, one nice thing about so many places that I've been to in Australia, they just have some wonderful areas for kids. Just everywhere you go, it seems they just really put a lot of emphasis into playgrounds and what have you for children. It's really a very, very family oriented society. It really is. Australia has really, as I often tell, you know, Aussies, I'll say, boy, I said, you guys got it cracked. I think that's a Scottish term. You see somebody, family posing there in a heart. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's a Scottish term, that you got it cracked. And I think the sun is just about to go down. Perhaps as I walk out here onto the wharf, or the pier, I think they call it. So the jetty, the Glenelg jetty. So I was just talking to a gentleman about whether or not you can swim, or whether or not people swim, I should say, here in the water. And he said if the temperature's been warm for a few days, if it's been hot, then if it's been hot, then you will see people in the water. But otherwise, there's your shot right there. Look at that. Fantastic. All right. Folks enjoying a nice day. The sun is almost about to go down. It's very, very close. We'll go out to the end, see if we can't catch it. Well, the sun is just kissing the horizon. When I find my way out here, here's a fish measuring station. I'll share this with you real quickly. But these are all the different fish you might catch. Albacore, herring, cuttlefish, a bream, a gummy shark, a giant crab, a harlequin fish, red snapper, salmon, snook. You'll get yourself a little bit of everything down here. And look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but the sun is just going into the horizon here. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. Really, really is a beautiful sight. And I'm sure that it doesn't look a fraction as beautiful on the camera as it does in real person, but boy, that is beautiful. Look at that. And there goes the sun. All right, folks, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this, albeit short, walk and talk of Glenelg, South Australia. Have a great day.